B4. Trauma as a wound to the psyche. A. Memory. The symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder are all triggered by the memory of the event that caused the psychological wounding. We therefore need to focus on our ability to remember so that we can gain an understanding of traumatic memory and its effects. The neurobiologist Eric Kandel explains that what we call memory is made possible by the synaptic connection of brain cells. Synaptic connections, that means junctions between nerve cells, arise when a sufficiently strong stimulation is received through the senses. A strong sensory input triggers a strong stimulus, which in turn promotes the formation of proteins that create a synaptic connection. This connection is maintained as long as the stimulation through the senses continues. In this process, the information that triggered the event is linked through a synaptic connection to another sensory perception, often the perception of a place or a sound. The experience of the event can therefore be awakened again by a similar environment or sound we remember. If the situation changes and no stimulation occurs, then no new proteins will be formed to maintain the connection, and since proteins are short-lived, the synaptic connection dies and we forget. The neurobiologist Joseph Ledoux describes this constant change in the brain through the reformation and death of synaptic connections as brain plasticity. This plasticity allows us to constantly adapt to new situations, live in the moment, and keep up with our ever-changing environment. Even as you read or listen to this blog, your synaptic connections are changing as a result of novel ideas, insights, and experiences that you gain, so that you become a slightly different person after each new piece of information. Two principles are particularly important to further our understanding of our human nature here. One, that we are designed to constantly change and be in a state of flow. And two, the connection that we achieve through this fluent state with our social and natural environment. Roger writes, 1961, "Life at its best is a flowing, changing process in which nothing is fixed." An important insight in relation to memory is that relevant sensory perceptions are never stored alone, but always in conjunction with sensory experiences that were perceived at the same time. The environment, the acoustic experience, and the emotional state during the event are particularly important, so that remembering can be facilitated by a return to a familiar setting, by hearing certain sounds, or by experiencing specific emotions.